picked up 2 coffees for myself and Raphael, and also a croissant. Unfortunately, there was some miscommunication between the 2 of us, and he's ended up at a different market. But today we're at Namdaemun Market. It's first on the stop. Just gonna have a mooch around the market, and also want to have a look at some camera stuff. There's quite a lot of camera stores here. But need a coffee, and also need to wait for Raphael, so I thought get us some coffees each, and then we can go explore the market. It is already gone midday, but things are open really late here. This is my first proper vlog in South Korea. I'll probably do one more tomorrow. I'm going to be exploring the local area around my hostel, which is called Hongdae, around the university, and also sorting out my flight tickets and all that sort of stuff, just to sort of reassure myself, do my packing, that sort of thing. And then the final day, I have a rough idea of what I want to do, but you'll see that when it comes around. For now, I'm going to start drinking my coffee and enjoy this croissant. Okay, so review. Croissant is fucking amazing. It's massive, really crispy, light, buttery. Coffee, iced latte. Really sweet. Didn't ask for anything in it, but I'm not sure if it's the milk that they use. But I also found that quite a lot in Japan that milky coffees were also sweet, which is why I tend to go for just black. But it's still perfectly drinkable. Just definitely a lot sweeter than I'd normally like it. A lot of these stores don't let you film inside because there's probably some illegal goings on, especially in the market area. Is it locked? No. But there's some really nice cameras, so if I pick one up I'll end up showing you. So there's still a bit of food left, but we are both completely beat. Gonna have a walk around Myeongdong, where we are now, and then we're gonna be done for the day. Raphael's got to get to his hotel over by the airport, so, and I'm shattered as well, even though I had a long sleep. But I'll be able to get back and edit this video.
Anywhere you go,
So I'm now back from my trip into town. I've got some things I want to chat about, but before we get to that, I want to just say, if you guys are enjoying the content, please give this video a thumbs up and also subscribe, and let me know in the comments what your thoughts have been from the last couple of videos. But yeah, today has been not really done a whole lot. Walked around the market. Wasn't allowed to film in a lot of places, and they've all got big signs saying no filming because I don't know how legit a lot of it is. But there's a big section that had a lot of really cool camera stores. I bought myself this Canon Prima 5. It's just a point and shoot film camera. I decided that whilst I do like this and it's great, if I'm out vlogging and got the vlogging setup, it is a bit of a pain to take pictures. There are some days where I go out and I don't vlog and I do take pictures, and sometimes I will stop and take some pictures if I feel like I need to, but with this, just whack it out of my pocket, it weighs almost nothing. Take a quick snap, done. When I get some of these developed, I'll make sure to share them on Instagram. I'll also probably put a few in the video as well. I also got a fantastic deal too. The camera spare battery, so it's 2 batteries, and 2 rolls of film, and also they do this cool thing where they upcycle old film canisters, turn them into keychains, which is nice. Got one of those thrown in. It was £60, and the camera itself is going for £60 on eBay, so yeah, it's not bad. Korea's supposed to be a really good place to get cameras, and as we saw, those stores were insane. Like, I could have spent all my money in there. There's some fantastic lenses and old cameras, and even newer cameras, and I mean, they had some of the fat telescopic lenses. So that was really interesting to see. And then Raphael and I walked to Myeongdong to get some budae, which is Korean army stew. It was top of my list of things I wanted to try, and yeah, it was pretty good. It wasn't anything fancy, but the whole idea is the dish isn't really. It's a holdover from post-war Korea, when the American troops left. They left a lot of things like spam and hams, and the Korean people took it and mixed it with a traditional sort of stew, then ramen packets get added, and then American cheese gets left on top, again left over from the war. Overall it was good. I was very full by the end of it, but that, you get unlimited rice and stuff with it, and we also got a drink each. It worked out at about £8 each, which is pretty good. That's one thing that is great about here, is quite a bit cheaper than Japan. Unfortunately, I paid a decent amount for this room because I thought I booked a hostel here in Seoul. I hadn't, so I had to find something last minute, and the only thing that was available was this room. It's a private room, private bathroom, double bed. Way too much for me, but oh well, I'm only here for a few days. And then Raphael and I had a walk around Myeongdong, around some of the market stuff, and you'll have seen all this already. But I wanted to give some thoughts about Korea so far, and I think the overwhelming thought I'm having is that it's kind of mid. I don't know what it is. I think maybe it's a combination of having my expectations set quite high from other people, and also having my expectations set quite high from Japan. And I know it's very unfair to compare the two of them, but at least in my head, I thought there would be, and there is some similarities, don't get me wrong, there are some similarities, but I thought there'd be more similarities. Again, I think it's from what other people have told me, and I just don't rate it here, you know. I think that in my head, especially because I know that I'm going to be going to Thailand soon, and I'm going to be enjoying that, I think that I just can't wait to get out of here. I definitely won't ever come back. It's just not, I'm not that excited to go out and do things, whereas in Japan, like, even when I was by myself for a long period of time, even in Fuji when I was kind of in the middle of nowhere, I was always excited to get up and go out and see things and try new food and just walk about the place, but I'm just not finding that I am here. It's a shame, really. I'm really thankful that I've only staying here for a week. Yeah, overall, I wouldn't really recommend it unless you're a big fan of like the whole culture, so like K-pop, K-dramas. If you're really into beauty stuff, and I guess Korean fashion too, but then again I think Japanese fashion is better by a long way. I think Korean fashion is kind of generic and steals way too much from Japan anyway. A lot of guys here kind of have like the outfit that they wear, whereas in Japan it felt like a lot of people were just totally unique with what they were wearing. But for me, and I think for a lot of people, it can be a miss here, you know. I definitely preferred the food in Japan. The big advantage here is that, especially in Seoul, pretty much everyone speaks English. So for someone who hasn't been asked to learn the language like myself, someone who is English and assumes everyone else will speak English, that's definitely handy. But otherwise, yeah, I just think Japan has been superior. I think that if you're worried about your budget, either save more money or go for less time to Japan. I mean, I hate to bash a place, and I know I've only been here for a few days, so I can't really comment on the whole country, and maybe it's just me, but it hasn't really felt worth it. I'm very much looking forward to leaving here. I've got 2 more days of exploring. I think that I won't edit this today. I think I'll do some photos and some writing today. I want to do some more writing. I want to get my Japan guide thing finished. A friend has kindly said that they would edit it. Thank you, Kieran. And I've got a few more bits and pieces I want to add, and I also want to start work on my career one, which will have a lot of the thoughts that I've said today. I have been rambling long enough though now, so I'm going to sign off for now, and I'll see you next time.